I rise today in complete astonishment in what I've heard. Not once have we stated we were anti-immigrant. I can't be. And I've heard the personal story of so many other members. Last year, on Christmas, I was able to give my mother, as her sponsor, her accepted application for legal residency here in California. What we've simply asked is that we, as a legislative body, ask all of you to follow the laws that we have in this country. We cannot have subjective interpretation. We want to protect all immigrants. We want to protect our family members. But what we have simply asked today to ensure that dollars were not used to protect criminal, illegal immigrants, that was not good enough. You read it into the record today, so you actually don't disagree with us, but it was not good enough to codify it into law, that we were going to make sure that our dollars spent here were to protect immigrants that belong here, or people that belong here. We don't disagree on this. What we disagree on is how this process should go. We cannot have subjectivity to our laws. We cannot protect murderers and rapists, friends and family of mine that I know that are considered angel families, that brothers are not here anymore because they were killed. Not a single one of us is anti-immigrant. Our caucus on this side is a majority of us derived from immigrants that come here. When I was raised by my mother and I stood in the food lines not too far from here, she would always tell me, in Tongan, you may be the poorest Americans, but you're the richest Tongans because you're in America. She raised me to be a law-abiding citizen because it is the greatest privilege in the history of the world to be born and to be an American citizen. She instilled that into me. She fought for this country. She's now a legal resident of this country. She would hope that others take that same pride and demand that we follow laws in this country or we have no country. We simply asked that we didn't protect criminals, and it wasn't good enough. Prop 36 was a mandate to every single one of us in this legislative body and passed in every single county to hold criminals accountable. And I'm shocked to see today that lessons haven't been learned, that criminals were put over Californians, and our Democratic colleagues decided that it wasn't good enough to take action, but it was good enough to read it into the record. It's not good enough for Californians. I rise against this measure because it's incomplete and we don't do anything to protect those who want to be legal American citizens.